Good morning, everyone. It is currently 8:34 in the morning on Friday, January 13th, 2023. And honestly, it has not been a very productive morning. My alarm went off at 7 and I fell back asleep until about 7:40, at which point I woke up again and I didn't feel like getting out of bed, so I watched YouTube for like half an hour. And you know what? Sometimes we have those mornings, and that is okay. Yesterday was an emotionally draining day, and I'll tell you guys more about that after my classes today. But you know what? Sometimes our minds and our bodies just need time to heal and time to rest, and this morning that's exactly what I did. I'm wearing leggings and a t-shirt. I have my hair in a claw clip. It doesn't look that good. I have a breakout on my forehead, and it's a pretty bad breakout, and that is okay. I haven't even put in my contacts. That is okay. I did my skincare, put on chapstick, and I brushed my teeth, and that is a plus for this morning. So I've already packed my backpack for my classes today. I have music theory, then I head into work for a few hours, and then I head to my diverse learners and educational psychology class. And then after that, I'm gonna come back here, tell you guys what happened yesterday. Then I get to get ready to go to the Ryman tonight, which will be extremely fun. I think I'm gonna head over early and get dinner over there, but we will see. And yeah, that's pretty much our day today. And we're obviously going to work on homework and stuff like that. But yeah, this is a reminder that it's okay to rest, that it's okay to cry, that it's okay to feel things, and to do what you need to do. It is okay to go to your third day of college classes looking like things went on. It is okay. My hair looks terrible. I would not go out with my hair like this, but this is what we're working with today, and that is okay. Anyways, let's get going with our day, and I will tell you guys more about what happened yesterday later. Okay, everyone. It is 1:15. It's time for an update. I figured music theory was great. Yeah, pretty straightforward right now. Lessons on notes, on the staff, and all that sort of stuff. So that was great. Then I went to worked on some homework. It was a pretty quiet day in the office. Then I went to my Meeting the Needs of Diverse Learners class, and that one was pretty exciting. It's an important topic, and so I'm happy to be learning about it this semester. And then I came back here and ate some lunch, made myself some hot cocoa because it's like 36 degrees outside. And so it's kind of cold and chilly, and I was like, you know what, I want hot cocoa to warm me up. I had my lunch, which was some string cheese and mini bagels with peach jam on it. So good, exactly what I wanted. And it was just filling enough because I know dinner's going to be super filling with me going to Prince's. And at this point, you're like, Hannah, I thought you had another class after your diverse learners class. Yes, I was supposed to have educational psychology, but my teacher called off the class today because she's just not feeling well and doesn't want to get anyone sick. And so there's some stuff online, but none of it's due today because I already did the stuff that was due today. So we'll probably work a little bit on that homework. I'm gonna do a quick Pilates workout because I just feel like I need to move my body a little bit. And then at around 4 o'clock, I'm gonna start getting ready. I mean, yes, I'm like dressed, but this is not what I'm gonna wear to the concert. I'm gonna put on some makeup, curl my hair, put on a nice outfit to go to the Ryman. And that's pretty much the rest of the schedule. Now, this morning, I was talking about something that happened yesterday, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to tell you guys about it later. So now it's time for the story time portion of the vlog. I so wish I had been vlogging yesterday because yesterday was a long day. I woke up at 7 and then I was a little bit sleepy, but I was energized and went to my biology class, which literally only 4 people in there are not education majors, so that was exciting. And I realized you guys haven't really heard anything because I haven't put my personal life on here like ever. Hi, my name is Christensen. I go to Belmont University. I am a freshman early childhood education major. And you can find this information on my Instagram. Like, go follow me and you'll be able to hear about my life a little bit more. So that I moved here to Nashville in fall. Loved that. And I didn't fully know why I was being called to Nashville. Another thing you should know about me is that I'm Christian and that I believe in Christ, and I felt like God was telling me that I needed to come to Nashville, and I didn't know why. And I was trying to figure it out, but it wasn't like at the forethought of my mind. I knew I was supposed to be here for a reason. And so yesterday, after biology, I came back, finished editing my video and uploaded it. That one came out this morning, and that was Wednesday's vlog. And so that finished. I worked on some homework, and then I went to work at 1:30. And shortly after I got to work, I got an email saying that there were music majors who were wanting to take the jazz string quartet, and because they are music majors and I am not, they get priority. And it really broke my heart. It was really hard, because one thing that I'm doing is I'm paying my way through college. I am paying my way through college, and I don't want to just not make it to the full extent, and I want to graduate on time. And it was hard, because that meant I had to lose a credit hour, and so I was stressing, because I'm a planner and I had already planned my semester's classes, and here they were falling through. And I was upset, and so I was crying in the middle of the office, and it was not a pretty sight. My hair was disheveled, kind of like how it is right now. I apologize. I'm writing the Hot Mess Express. But I was super teary-eyed, and it's not, and I was scrolling through registration, trying to find a class that would fit, and nothing that I was remotely interested in was popping up, and it was really hard. And I sat in the middle of that social work office praying. I was like, I need to find something. I know I'm supposed to do something, like, help me. Now it's time to go back in time a little bit. I also mentioned in Wednesday's video that I was getting ready for an audition, and that audition was going to be for the School of Music. And I was going to change my major from early childhood education to music with an outside minor, my minor being in education, so that my education classes still count. And I kind of made that decision back in October. I sent an email to the professor who would be in charge of that. I had a great communication. However, he had forgotten to forward the email to the person he was going to, who would be able to help me more with the auditioning process. And so I waited a solid month, and then I still hadn't gotten an email from that person, and so I emailed him back saying, hey, I haven't heard from this person. And he's like, oh my gosh, that is totally my fault. I totally forgot to forward this email to her. So this was like end of November. I finally get in contact with the person who's going to help me with the audition process. And we have great conversations. But then I haven't heard anything about an application or literally anything. And I've been stressing because in-person audition dates are next month, like around Valentine's Day. So I was stressed, and things just weren't working out. And it was just this thought in the back of my brain that sometimes would wake me up at night. Something just didn't feel right. And I am that firm believer that if something's meant to be, God will find a way to make it happen. And sometimes when it's really meant to be, things will just push play and fast forward. And so when I was signing up for spring semester classes, I had that in mind. So all my education classes that I signed up with for this semester are ones that can count for my minor. And I signed up for music classes that would count towards my major, so that I can just be getting ahead. And then of course, my biology lab and lecture, that's part of my general requirements. We call it Bell Core requirements here. And so that counts for my Bell Core. And so as I was stressing in the middle of the office, tears, looking for class options, it came to me. Because I love writing music. I filled up an entire notebook with songs during quarantine, and I just love writing music. I find it very healing, and I love listening to music, and I knew I wanted to do something in music. And so I looked at the requirements for songwriting, because that's a major we have here. I was like, okay, well, all of these classes would count. And I love exploring things. I really love trying new things and seeing different perspectives and learning new things. Like, I am over the moon when I get to learn something new. And people say that college is the time to do that. And with the 2 degrees that I had been thinking about prior, both early childhood education and music with an outside minor, it appeared as if I wouldn't be able to take any classes outside of what I needed, you know? Like, obviously I could still learn new things with my Bell Core requirements, but I couldn't do any fun electives. And that was hard. That was so hard. And so there I was in the middle of the office being like, okay, well, all of my classes count. I get to have more electives that I get to choose, and I can learn new things and try new things and do all that stuff, which is so exciting. I can become a better songwriter because I really enjoy that. I am here in Nashville. I'm doing music. All of the classes are things that sound interesting to me. Like, they have a class on demos. Of course, you've got your songwriting classes. You've got like audio technology, something, audio engineering technology, like where you learn how to use the stuff. And it just sounded so intriguing because that really intrigues me. It really intrigues me. And so there I was in the middle of the office. I said a quick little prayer. And I was like, Heavenly Father, I know that things happen for a reason, and that you have a plan for me. And right now I feel as if I need to pursue the songwriting degree. So I'm going to do that. And if that's what you want me to do, I'm going to do it. So I say that. And then I head to my orchestra class. And that's the first orchestra class I'm taking. I missed performing last semester, so I was really excited. I go there and I walk in, and already I've made some friends. I'm added to the group chat for my section, and you know, it was so fun and the music was amazing. But as we were playing, I had this like thought, this picture in my mind, this feeling, I guess, where I could feel the spotlight on me and only me. And I was walking on stage to perform a song of my own. And I was like, okay. I mean, I was still playing violin at the moment, but like, it was crazy because I felt this light and I was imagining myself and I'm focusing on music at the same time. It was crazy. I don't know how brains do that. Brains are interesting. I may take a class on that. Anyways, and so I was like, okay, yeah, I'm doing the right thing. And so I walk out of the building that we have rehearsals in, and it felt as if I was walking out of the temple. That same warm, peaceful feeling where I've gained clarity and peace and all this stuff. And so I was like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna do songwriting. And I went back. As I had been in my crying stage, I had written 6 lines. And like they were grouped by 2s, and it was like, I felt as if one of those sets of 2s was going to be part of my first verse, and I felt like another was going to be part of a different verse, and I felt like another one would be part of the chorus. But I was like, they don't go together. I feel like they're supposed to be separate. And on my way back to my room, as I'm walking, I hear exactly how those lines are supposed to fit together, what's supposed to follow, everything that you really need to hear. I hear the accompaniment, I hear the vocal melody, I hear the words, and that was all going through my head as I got back. So the minute I reached my room and unlocked my door, I put my violin down, take off my shoes and jacket, pull out my notebook and pen, and start writing it. And I wrote it in less than half an hour, because obviously I needed to fix some wording and make sure everything fit with the melody and sing it to myself so that I could hear it and do a voice memo of it so I wouldn't forget what it was. And then I went over to my friends, and we got in the car so we could head to Institute. And so at Institute they feed us, and we got Olive Garden yesterday, so I had some pasta and some breadsticks and had a great conversation with my friends. And then of course you have your spiritual thought afterwards, so we were reading our scriptures and all this sort of stuff. And I don't tend to do this when I'm studying my scriptures, because I try to stay focused and hear whatever I'm meant to hear. But yesterday I was going off into another world, honestly, because as I was reading, songs would be popping into my head, songs that I've written or songs that have been written, and I was like, okay, I need to do this. I need to write. I need to do songwriting. And then I came back home and called my mom, and we talked for like an hour and a half yesterday, and I was a teary mess. Went through a box of tissues. And sometimes, I don't know why, but sometimes it's scary, you know, to talk, because my mom's a planner too. And sometimes I don't like having to tell her something that's going on in my life until I've kind of figured it out a little bit and I'm there ready for her advice. But yesterday I was like, Mom, I just started telling her everything, and it was great because she's like, yeah, I know you're supposed to do that, and it was great for her to be like, yeah, I could see you doing that. Like, I feel like you need to do that too. And so at this point, you're probably like, well, Hannah, this all started because you were losing 1 credit hour. How are you feeling that credit hour? Well, one of my friends, she's taking a publishing technologies class, which honestly sounds interesting. And she was like, honestly, we just talked about books and like how to publish books, like publish things. And I was like, oh, that's fun. I took a creative writing class in 7th grade, went to a publishing company, and I found that really interesting, like editing paper. Like, I just found that whole process interesting, and I was like, you know what? And she's like, and there are open spots in my class. And I was like, oh, really? She's like, yeah, there were like 4 empty seats on Wednesday, and it's only 1 day a week, Wednesday afternoons for an hour from 3 to 3:50. It's 1 credit hour, which is the exact amount of time that I need to fill out my schedule. So I signed up for that class, and me and my friend Lexi are going to be taking that class together, and I'm excited because it fills up my schedule and I don't need to stress, and that for the songwriting degree would count as one of those outside electives. So yeah, just felt like I needed to update you guys. So I will be auditioning to get into the songwriting program. The audition is due February 1st. So I have a little bit to go, but I already know what songs I'm going to do for my audition. I already know what I'm going to say for my introduction about myself. It's just a matter of filming and choosing my best take and truly submitting it, and having put in my best effort. And the great thing is I don't feel any stress. I feel calm. Don't get me wrong, I'm still emotionally drained from yesterday. Because all of that happened in the span of less than 8 hours. And like, I only got 7-8 hours of sleep, which is still plenty, but my body wanted so much more. And I couldn't give it that this morning because I needed to go to class and go to work. So it's all just a matter of healing from this emotional roller coaster ride that I had yesterday. That's the update on what happened yesterday. And a reminder to stay true to who you are, to follow your heart, chase your dreams, and trust in whatever your purpose is here on this planet. Yeah. So I'm gonna go work on my homework, do a workout, get dressed, in my fun clothes, and all that jazz. So I will talk to you guys later.
Everyone says to shoot for the stars, but why are the stars so far away? When I see you, I turn the other way because I don't know just what to say. 'Cause I'm loving you, and I don't know what to do. I hate your guts, but I love you again. It's always a challenge that I wanna win. I'm telling you now before I go away. Goodbye to you, hello Tennessee. It took me 6 years to figure things out, but every time I opened my mouth, things went south. I love to hear the harmony to every song I sing. It's scary, I know. Just please don't break my heart, 'cause I'm in love with you, and I don't know what to do. I hate your guts, but I love you again. It's always a challenge that I wanna win. I'm telling you now, before I go away. Goodbye to you, hello Tennessee. I told you how I felt and I put it in a song. I think I freaked you out, so please cover me up. I was scared for it to start, but I never wanted to end. Whatever happens next, I'm happy to call you my friend, 'cause I'm in love with you. 'Cause I'm in love with you, and I don't know what to do. I hate your guts, but I love you again. It's always a challenge that I wanna win. I'm telling you now, before I go away. Goodbye to you, hello Tennessee. Goodbye to you, hello Tennessee. Hello to you, I'm Hennessy.
Okay. Let's do a quick outfit for the night. I have this nice purple ruffle shirt from Downey's Clothing. These jean jeggings in black from Amazon, I'll link them below. These awesome boots that I got from Madden Girl. This ring that I got from Etsy, it's a Claudio ring with an Alexandrite stone, because that's my birthstone. This sparkly black wraparound bracelet that I got from Paparazzi for Christmas, I want to say like 5 or so years ago. These earrings that I got from Maurice's, they're nice and sparkly. And then last but not least, this little treble clef necklace that I got from a store called The Practice Shop. I'll link them below.
Says Grandpa, tell a story, the one about flashes walking on air. She's been set free, still. Well, I saw Star Wars at least 8 times, had the Pac-Man battle memorized. Day after day, night after night, time after time. Nothing could take his place in this lonely heart of mine. Darling, are you ever coming home? And he will never find you where on the mountain if you fight the good fight. Let me drive us to McDonald's and I'll talk to you concerning something you should really know. You tell me that you've had a guilty conscience for so long. You say that you walked out on me. You say you did me wrong. Lies, the ones I used to hear when I held you. And they keep me. Amazing feels like 21. I'm still mad at you this morning. Coffee's ready if you want some. The guys never cross our minds. We don't wonder what it might be like. How could it be any better than it is with you? Don't need a reason that you're calling. It's to see if I know right since you've been gone. back in the saddle again. Only sinking, the day is on.
Everybody's asking what the hell happened, wondering why it all went wrong. And Mom always said, if you can't say something nice, then don't say anything at all. And I've got my side of the story, and he's got his side too. Noticed one night turned to 6 months just like that. He never had a ring on, so I never thought to ask. It's all on me, it's my mistake. I said I don't love you a little too late, but I guess there ain't ever a right time, and I don't know why it's called goodbye. And dear Miss Loretta, we both grew up too fast, and I wish you could tell me how you made it last.
Well, everyone, that was amazing. I loved it so much. I went up and down Broadway a few times and just listened to the music outside because that's one of my favorite parts. For dinner, I had Prince's, as you can see from the little video montage I put together. It was good. I got the mild 4-piece tenders with fries. And it was good. I can see why people say that Prince's is delicious. I could have gone up in the spice level a little bit. But that's just me. And I'll probably do that next time. The concert was amazing. That was like one of the only times that every single performer is an Opry member. And so that was incredible. I've seen Riders in the Sky and Connie Smith before because they were at my very first ever Opry performance that I had ever gone to, and so it's fun to see them again. And then we got to end the night with Carly Pearce, who is one of my favorite artists of all time. She started off with What He Didn't Do, which is just one of my favorite songs of hers. It literally got me through yesterday. I mean, I told you guys what happened yesterday. And that song helped get me through yesterday and has gotten me through a lot of stuff over the past few years. And then she played Never Wanted to Be That Girl, which is the song that she has with Ashley McBryde, and it's nominated for a Grammy, which is amazing. I'm wishing her the best of luck. And then she played I Hope You're Happy Now, which is her songs that she has with E. Bryce, and I was singing every single word. I loved it so freaking much. And then she ended the night with Dear Miss Loretta, and Ricky Skaggs joined her on stage, which was super fun because he had also played earlier, and that was fantabulous. I couldn't have asked for a better concert. And then my Lyft driver on my way back, he was like, "Oh, I'm taking you to Kennedy Hall at Belmont, correct?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, you study music, don't you? And I was like, I sure do. And he was just so encouraging and so kind, and he gave me ideas on how to like get gigs here because I want to perform. I love performing. That's my favorite part of life, is performing. And he was like, you know what, go up and down this place, and it was just fantabulous. So I'm most definitely taking those things into consideration and trying them out and seeing if I can get any gigs here, because I just want to. And you never know who's going to be in that audience. You never know who's listening, who's watching. And that's the cool thing about being here in Nashville. And then I came back. I called my mama. And I sang her the song that I wrote yesterday. And you guys will hear it in my audition. That's when you guys will hear it for the first time. I'm keeping that one secret. But no, I'm so excited for this audition. I'm excited to try out for the songwriting major because I really feel like that is what I am supposed to do. And I'm just so blessed to be here. I'm so happy that I chose to come to Belma. I'm so happy that I was able to see Carly Pierce, who is one of my music idols, on the stage of the Ryman for Opry at the Ryman, which that's amazing, and I loved it. I'm definitely going to go see other concerts at the Ryman and experience it. Maybe go on a tour like I did for the Opry. But no, I absolutely loved today. Today was 1,000 times better than yesterday. So if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Leave a music note or comment the word music in the comment section. Like this video, subscribe, share, do all the things. And I will see you guys next time. Bye, y'all.
Goodbye, dear little town.